Now let's see how it affects young Bobby Thompson of Iowa State. He's going out against one of Lehigh's good ones, Tom Toggas. Senior, veteran, another of the many young men on this program who wrestled at Blair Academy. Last year, Toggas was 24-8. He had a very good year. And he was an EIWA champion, the Eastern Conference champion twice as a freshman and a sophomore. Tom Toggas on the left in the brown uniform.
Well, it looks kind of like a
let's go to work there.
car commercial here. A couple of Ram Tough.
Here comes Thompson around.
He's coming after him.
Yeah.
Good counter. Very potentially dangerous move right there on the knee. That's a tough position, and the ref did a nice job of stopping it. Thompson did a nice job of countering.
As did Toggas when he got himself in a little bit of trouble there on the edge of the mat. Tom
actually
made
I
a
meant
good move.
to say Toggas.
Yes.
Nope.
Thompson landed on his head. Yeah, I thought so. Or on his shoulder. He hit hard, and so there's timeout injury.
Yes, that was a good scramble, that last flurry there among the two of them. And Thompson got in, and Toggas did a nice job of countering and almost came out for the 2 points.
Yeah. Let's see this last move.
Right here, slammed right down on the shoulder. A lot of pressure there.
Okay, cut it.
I have a feeling Thompson's the kind of wrestler that you can pop it all the way out and he'd say, hey, what's the problem? I want to get out there and wrestle.
That's the side that he hurt on. Yeah, he's having trouble with it.
See, it could have been more serious, and he's just tough, and he just says, hey, I want to go out there, and it's probably something strained.
Here comes Thad Turner. He wonders why he stopped that in the middle of a move. Thad Turner was talking with
Thad thinks that
Bill Rhodes.
Thad thinks he should have gotten the 2 points, and Bill Rhodes was a little slow there on calling the timeout because he realizes that Thompson did call time really before the move really wasn't even taking place.
Team physician is out checking Thompson's shoulder. He says, well, it isn't obviously separated or something. We'll see.
Well, Toggas got right back in. That's right. He's right back in on the leg. And
see if
right here's where
Thompson can kick out. Nice move. Little foot sweep there, and Toggas took him down.
Off the mat there.
Bobby Thompson from Ames High School, business major at Iowa State University.
Got man in.
He went undefeated in his senior year, 28-0, and was a 155-pound state champion.
This is where Toggas really likes to be, on top. He's a tough wrestler. Has a real good tight waist, and he likes to tilt. He's one of the few tilters, as you notice, on the Lehigh team. They really haven't had the opportunity earlier.
That's right. And he has to keep at it, too, because Thompson is obviously a feisty one. He's not going to quit. He keeps at you all the time, and Toggas has been able to keep the pressure on.
Elbows in, wrist out. Man in. Elbows in.
Tom Toggas. Piled up, let's see, about 22, 23 seconds of riding time so far.
He's got that tight waist in there, and he's looking to break Thompson down to his hind end there a little bit, keeping a half.
Now, this is where Thompson wanted to be, to come up with hand control, and he got out.
He did a nice job of getting back pressure and getting his hips out underneath him. Nice escape by Thompson. He earned that one.
Yes. He didn't come up until he had the hand.
No. He had him cleared. He earned that escape. That was a good job.
2-1. You said Thompson is actually a 158-pounder. And it's tough for him in there against obviously a very strong wrestler. Now there's Dan Knight. Looking ahead to some future matches.
You bet.
Has to keep his weight. Down. It's Tom Toggas on the right against Iowa State's Bobby Thompson at 167 pounds on the left. And Toggas leads 2-1, first period. It's almost over.
There you go. Come on, Bobby.
Tell you, Thompson staying right at him. Toggas is one tough cookie, and it's 2-1 here. Toggas at the end of the first period.
Toggas is a sound wrestler. He's a good technician. He keeps a pretty good position, and Thompson just keeps him coming after him, and that's his strength right now.
There's our next meet coming up on Saturday, 9 o'clock. Iowa State against Iowa. Just delayed it about, what, about an hour and a half, something like that?
Boy, I'll tell you, it'll be packed down there. Everybody will be excited for this one.
And it's hard to predict, too. It's a tough one.
Oh, it really is.
Good meet.
Some people say Iowa's down. Don't believe it for a minute.
All right, here comes Toggas back to work again on top. Thompson chose the bottom to try to get the escape coming out, but he's now losing riding time. It's going to very soon be Toggas more than a minute.
Well, right here is where Thompson does not want to be. Toggas has done a good job of breaking him down. Hips on the mat. He can't go anywhere.
Has the left arm barred tightly, and has the man flattened down.
The ref's got to watch that. He's got to call that.
Don't bring that pressure forward, okay? That's illegal that way.
Tom Toggas.
Here we go. Set. Elbows in.
He went to a couple of high schools, West York and Blair Academy.
Get on him.
Tom Hutchison, the assistant coach to Thad Turner, was a successful coach of Blair Academy for 10 years.
Sort of a pipeline, you say. Toggas continuing control, but Thompson is trying to get to his feet.
Well, Thompson really is a good scrambler, and I think that points out to how tough a rider Toggas is.
Yes.
I mean, you can see that Thompson's feisty. Toggas is doing a good job of staying with him, breaking him down every once in a while.
Gibbons, the Iowa State coach, was fishing for a call. He wanted Bill Roach to call locked hands, but maybe you heard Bill Roach say, I had to give him reaction time. Again?
Toggas put the legs in,
yep.
but Thompson slips him out.
Tough rider.
Yeah, he is. He's working on the wrist, working on the shoulder.
2-point near fall. 2-point near fall here, injury time.
That's the shoulder again that Thompson hurt a while ago, and he has a kind of bewildered look on his face, as if, I don't like this.
Because that's a new rule, son. If you stop the match and he's got you in a pinning combination, going towards a pinning combination, it's a two-point near fall. Criteria has been met.
Hear that?
What's your injury time? 120?
I've always thought if something can be read or something can be heard, there's no reason for me to talk.
Right.
I think Bill Roach did a good job of explaining that rule.
Bobby Thompson was very upset that something happened. He didn't like to be called for a near fall. He didn't think he was in the position, but he was on the way when he asked for timeout for the injury. And that's the rule. Now it's 4-1. Toggas.
Same way out.
Tom Toggas against Bobby Thompson.
Set.
Elbows in. Back into the guy.
In on it.
Keep going, keep going, keep moving.
Toggas managed to keep that arm, suck his man back. He's trying to pull him back into a pinning position. Couldn't do it. Thompson's rolling.
What?
Near fall?
Not long enough. The reason Thompson got into that position is he was down flat on his hips again. He was doing a very good job of getting...
No legal hold on top. Can't slide that pressure forward. Straight across. Okay?
And it is
no legal hold there.
Oh,
1 point for
okay.
Thompson. But as I was saying, Thompson's doing a good job of scrambling, getting his hips out, getting back pressure. But there, for a second, he lost his concentration. Toggas was able to flatten him out.
Thad Turner talking with him.
You know, try to count him out of it and say, take it off there and that kind of thing before you call it illegal.
Okay.
I thought potentially dangerous it should have been called, not vice versa. You sure it's not? You sure it's
Not this
illegal
year.
right away?
Yep.
Okay.
This year. Yes, I do, sir. Okay.
A little discussion of the rules with Thad Turner and Bill Rhodes.
Get on him.
Well, highly successful coach.
Move on.
Thompson trying to kick out.
Same way.
Well, I tell you, Toggas is on him like glue.
He's really doing a nice job of riding.
Set.
Thompson's making him work for it. Thompson will keep coming after him. He's a scrambler, but, you know, he's a little lighter. He makes mistakes, loses some concentration.
Toggas manages very easily to hold the position there. And it's 4-2 at the end of the second period. Toggas is going down. What will Thompson do?
Pressure on that chicken wing cannot come forward. It's got to go across. Okay?
What will he try?
Set. Top man in.
Will he let him go, or will he try to ride him? Yes,
Well, I
he has
think
some riding time to a race.
That's right. He wants to try for that tilt, but old Toggas is, he's been on winning this. And he did a nice job of turning it in for 2 for himself there. And now he's going to go right to work. He says, okay, I've had enough. I'm going to keep you down in a bad position and
6-2 Toggas, you see.
try to turn you.
If Toggas could win, this would be the second Lehigh victory in this meet. Iowa State leads 24-3 after 158 pounds. We'll run down through the results again here in just a moment if you're just joining us late. Tight waist there by Toggas.
And he's working the left wrist there, and I have a feeling that that shoulder, you know, as a matter of fact, it's probably really bothering Thompson right now. But Toggas has really done a nice job of riding regardless and wrestled a very solid match.
A minute left to go now. Now he's watching that shoulder, and he's saying you can't.
You got one on bottom for an illegal hold. It's got to come.
As soon as you put that hand on the shoulder, it's illegal.
So now Thad Turner is telling his man, don't try that chicken wing anymore. Use a hammer lock.
Set now.
That's 6-3 because of the illegal hold.
In on him.
Thad Turner, you heard him say he wanted it called potentially dangerous,
right.
but Bill Rhodes said the rule is different.
Move again, move again.
Good control by Toggas.
That high half, he's putting the pressure on the head. He's got the tight waist there. He's confident with his ride.
Same way now. Same way.
He has almost 4 minutes of riding time. Well, Bobby Thompson's not the only
Set.
freshman who spent a lot of time on the bottom. When you're a high school champion, you sometimes don't have anybody who can put you in that position.
In on him.
They get into major college wrestling, and suddenly there's a big thing to learn.
That's right. The people that do know that there's something to learn.
Thompson is out at 6-4. Well, it's only 2-point difference.
That's right.
But 30 seconds are left. Seconds left. Thompson could tie it with a takedown. Those 2 illegal holds made a difference. Now he's got his head in a bad spot. Let's go. Toggas can hold him there.
That's right. That's right where he wants him. He wants to keep the head controlled right there, so Thompson really can't go either way here.
And that's it.
7-4.
Toggas gets riding time, 7-4. And it's the second victory by an engineer tonight. That brings it up to 6 for Lehigh, 24 for the Iowa State Cyclones. There's the winner, senior Tom Toggas from York, Pennsylvania for Lehigh. Looking for a good year in his senior season. Now we go to 177. And here are 2 veterans in what should be a good match.